Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Gabby and I am so glad that you're joining me today. And in today's video, I am going to be doing a foundation review. I am going to be reviewing and testing out and wearing the new NARS Natural Radiant Longwear foundation. I'm super excited for you guys to see how this foundation is looking and how it looks throughout the rest of the day and all that good stuff. You guys know I love foundation, so I love doing these types of reviews and just, seeing which foundations work the best for me and what could be potentially the best for you guys. So definitely want to try this out. So as always, if you haven't subscribed, definitely subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, and like this video, give it a big thumbs up. That's always appreciated. And let's go ahead and get started with the video. Alright guys, so I'm excited to go ahead and get into the video. Like I said, I'm going to be trying out the new NARS foundation, which is the Natural Radiant Longwear foundation. And I've just pulled up the information on the foundation on the Sephora website. I just picked this up a couple days ago. So I've seen a couple people talk about this that have the same type of skin type as me, and they have loved the foundation so far. So I wanted to definitely try it out for me personally and see how it works. And if you have skin like mine, then maybe you can kind of compare on how it would be for your skin and whether or not you want to pick it up. So yeah, so I'm gonna just go ahead and read the information. So like I said, this is the NARS Natural Radiant Longwear Foundation. It is a foundation with medium buildable coverage, up to 16 hours of lightweight, natural, fade-resistant wear, and featuring full-powered radiance to smooth the look of the skin. It says it's got buildable coverage in 33 skin-matching shades to fit all skin tones and undertones. It says it's transfer-resistant, sweat-resistant, stays true to color all day, continues to look fresh and vibrant. It features superior blendability for an imperceptible effect that looks natural like skin. It doesn't look or feel cakey, heavy, drying, or masking. And it's got a unique combination of translucent base with micronized amino acid coated pigments. Wow. It also says it's oil-free, fragrance-free, non-drying, dermatologist tested, and non-comedogenic. Yeah, so apparently it's just going to make us look fabulous all day and not going to be heavy or anything like that, which I am all down for. So this is what the packaging looks like, standard NARS packaging. So I went into Sephora to get shade matched. I normally like to do this just because, one, I can kind of narrow down like where I think my shade is going to be, but I always like to get a second opinion and see how it looks to somebody looking at me versus me looking at myself, which I always advise is a good idea. This is the packaging for the foundation, very sleek as always, and this is the shade Punjab. So I'm going to, before we get into the foundation, I'm going to go ahead and prime. I'm taking the Cover FX mattifying primer. This one is with anti-acne treatment, and I'm going to use this to prime my skin. I always like to prime no matter what, because it's unrealistic for me not to prime when I'm wearing foundation. So I don't want to do a foundation review and not have primer on, because that can kind of skew my ideas or my thoughts on the foundation. I always tend to wear like a mattifying primer or a pore primer, that a pore smoothing primer. Because my skin is oily, I don't like to wear radiance primers because that just makes me look oilier throughout the day. Alright, so I'm all primed, and I'm going to go ahead and zoom us in so that way we can go ahead and look at the foundation up close. Alright, so as always, I'm going to do one side with a sponge. I'm going to use my Eco Tools blending sponge, and then I'm going to do one side with a foundation brush. I like to do that just to kind of see how each of the application techniques compare and whether or not I like it best with a brush or best with a sponge, and go from there. So I'm going to go ahead and start off with one pump and see where that leads us, and then use some of it on this side and then blend it out with a sponge, and then I'm going to do some of the same pump on this side and blend it out with my blending brush. Wow. So that is one pump. Not a lot, but we will see how it works. Alright, so this is one side of the face done with the beauty sponge. It does look really nice. I did like how it applied with the sponge. However, I don't think that if I was to use this one pump over the rest, like, you know, all over my face, it would not be to the coverage as I would want it. Just because my dark spots down here are still showing. I have, you know, like freckles and stuff that are showing up here. And I actually didn't even have enough to put on this side of my nose. So I think one pump is not going to do it as far as getting your whole face done and getting it to the coverage you want. Now, if you are wanting like a less amount of coverage, maybe one pump can do it if you don't have a lot to cover up, or if you're wanting to go for a light day. One pump would do the job, but I think for me personally, and for people who like a full coverage look and want to cover up any blemishes they have, you're going to have to use more than one pump. I would say like I'm gonna just guess and say maybe like 2 to 3, but we will see how much it'll take to get the face done and full coverage as I would like it. So I'm just gonna use the rest of the pump that I have on my hand on this side, and we will try it with the brush. Actually, I'm gonna have to pump more because just that's how much I have left, and it's not enough. So. Alright, so this is this side of the face done with the brush. I actually like both sides, how they both look. I do think that the brush is able to get a fuller coverage faster, but I also do like the application with the Beauty Blender as well. I think both sides look smooth, both sides look good. Yeah, I just think that both sides look nice. I would use a brush if I want to use a brush. I would use a Beauty Blender if I felt like using a Beauty Blender. I think both look good with this foundation, so I can't really say too much about that. So I'm gonna go ahead and add some more of the foundation to the rest of my face and to, you know, all over, and I'm gonna get it to the desired coverage that I want. Alright, so I have applied the foundation. I took about 3 pumps to get to this desired coverage, and I think it looks really good. I think that it covered really nicely. I also think that it doesn't feel heavy or anything. It doesn't feel dry, it doesn't feel cakey. It also does have a bit of a radiance, but it's not anything that I thought it was going to be. Like when I saw people wear this, their faces looked wet, like dewy, and I was like, holy crap, like I don't know if this will be for me. But I do think that combined with the mattifying primer, that this has got a radiance to it, but it's not anything crazy. Like I can tell, like in my cheek area and a little on my chin, that it has a glow. But for me, this is something that I'm going to set down, just because, like I said, I'm oily. I'm an oily girl, and I need powder. I need something to be set. I can't wear foundation without powder, or else I will be an oil slave. So I'm gonna go ahead and just do some concealer. I thought, why not use my NARS Soft Matte Complete Concealer to conceal under my eyes and see how they work together. Alright, and then I'm just going to take my Coty Airspun powder and set the concealer really quickly. I think that the concealer works really well with the foundation, so I'm not really surprised. Most brands make it that way. So I'm just going to go ahead and set my under eyes and where I highlighted, and then I'll go ahead and set the rest of my face as well. Alright, so this is the foundation all set down. I really am liking how it looks. It does look like skin. It doesn't feel cakey. It doesn't feel heavy. I love that. It also, even with the powder and everything, it doesn't feel like, you know, super matte, which of course it's not going to because it's more of a radiant foundation. But I like that it doesn't feel like matte. Sometimes foundations can be a little too drying. I think it did cover really well, and it's got good coverage, and it is buildable. I think that you can build it up to whatever coverage you want, or you could keep it, you know, very minimum, and that would work for you too if that's what you want. So yeah, I'm liking how it looks so far. I'm going to go ahead and just finish off the rest of my face off camera, and then I will come back to show you how it all looks done. And then of course we will do a wear test throughout the day, and then you know the drill. I'll come back and show you how it looks at the end of the day. Alright guys, so this is how the foundation is looking. It looks really good so far. Like I said, it doesn't feel cakey or anything even after I've applied all of my other, you know, bronzer, highlighter, powder, and all that good stuff. It looks really good, and it does have like a luminous feel to it. It's not like flat matte, which I really like as well. So yeah, I'm really loving how it looks. I love the coverage of it. It hasn't emphasized any like dryness on like, you know, scabbed areas of my face or like anything like that. So I'm really liking how it looks so far. And yeah, I'm just really liking it so far. So I definitely am interested to see how it wears throughout the rest of the day, considering it's supposed to be a radiant foundation. So I definitely want to see if wearing a mattifying primer helps combat any oiliness I will get throughout the day. So I definitely want to come back after I've worn it throughout the rest of the day and show you how it looks. So yeah, I will see you guys later. Alright guys, it is the end of the night. I am really tired and really ready to take my makeup off just because I want to get in bed and lay down and relax. It is currently 11:06. I didn't mention before, but I got my makeup done around 1:30, and so I've had this makeup on for about almost 10 hours now, and yeah, so this is how the makeup is looking so far. So you can definitely see that it is looking very radiant. I honestly don't mind how it looks. I looked at it up close, which we will do in 1 second, and I honestly think it looks like healthy skin. Yeah, so I'm not mad at that. So let's go ahead and look at it up close so we can see all the details. Alright, so this is how the makeup is looking up close. It still has very good coverage. It hasn't really faded that much anywhere. You know, all of my, you can still see like my bronzer, my blush, and my highlight right on top of it, which is awesome. And it hasn't faded like in these areas here, and it actually hasn't faded any on my chin either. It doesn't look cakey on my chin as well. Places that I normally get cakey are like here, which isn't cakey. However, it does look a little radiant. Like on my cheek area and a little on my chin. My forehead looks good still. If there was one place that I would say looks like it's different, I guess, is my nose area. It just looks a little worn there, like as if the makeup has slid around just a teeny bit. So definitely if you're an oily person, like in your nose area or, you know, in your T-zone, make sure you definitely set that area. Yeah, I'm really loving how the foundation looks. It does look like skin, although it is full coverage. It feels nice still. It doesn't feel slippery or anything like that. It doesn't feel tacky or sticky. It feels set down. So yeah, I'm really impressed with the foundation. I definitely will be using this in the future. Yeah, I just like how it looks. And after wearing this for 10 hours, it still looks really good. Yeah, that completes this video, guys. I hope you enjoyed this foundation review. As always, if you do, give this video a big thumbs up. That's always appreciated. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.